Hello, and today I'm gonna talk about my literature teacher. I'm gonna diss her really hard because I'm so outraged right now, and I'm going to tell everything that I think about her and about her teaching methods and about her behavior and about her everything because I'm so fucking outraged and I'm just I just want to rip out of my heart because I'm so outraged I can't really even think properly because all of that happened today was just fucking unfair. It was so unfair, and now I'm going to tell why, and you'll be happy to take my side in this very argue and well, yeah. The thing is that we had a group project today. We had our literature lesson and like it was Russian literature, and we did a bit of that and a bit of another. A bit of Zeus of that, and then we had these group projects like we worked. The task was to determine the poet, the certain poet whose name is Bunin, among like four others poems. Like you think that it's easy enough because we have like written down special methods or a special style that the poet or author used, and like you think that it's kind of easy. And we had like 5 poems, and as we have known after that we had no Bunin like among those poems. It was like a trick from the teacher, but that's not the thing that's the most unfair. Like the most unfair thing that we had the most difficult poems in our list. For example, we had a poem. I don't know how to describe this properly, but there was a poet who often used. One second. Okay, so about this poet, he used like a lot of me. He was ego-futurist. It was called like that. It is called like that. Ego-futurists use a lot of me and I in their poems, and they think that they're an center of the world, and that's why they needed to write about themselves as much as like they like want and do. So we had these poems, and it was I am the center of the world, and I am the center of the sun, and something like that, and I'm the conqueror of all the worlds, and something like that. So it was I, and fair enough that we like determinate his style and decided that it's an ego-futurist poem. So next our poem was like some kind of poem that's not important, and for example, one of the next poems was like that we decided that it is a Bunin, but well, there wasn't Bunin in these poems, and but all like we saw patterns. We tried to like see similar things in those poems that could match like author's style, and we have written down in our fucking useless meaningless textbook that for example Bunin used a lot of stuff, a lot of colors and a lot of sounds, for example, so that kind of stuff, and we saw like these methods in the poem, and we decided that it is a Bunin. It is Bunin, and we weren't right. Of course, we weren't right. We haven't guessed like even one of the authors right, but we really had hard text, and like with this like no Bunin poem, it was actually Tyutchev, and Bunin like he had a lot of Tyutchev's methods because he admired him. It was a lot of sounds and a lot of colors. We didn't guess. Like any other authors were totally missed by us. And like fair enough, we should wrote an analysis of one of the poems that we think was Bunin or any like other poets. So we chose like first one because it was most obvious, is me and I'm the conqueror and stuff like that. So we wrote on that it is a poem of an ego-futurist, and then we should like present ourselves behind the blackboard, or no, behind like well, close to blackboard, stuff like that. And of course all that we have wrote was wrong because it wasn't ego-futurist, but we like had some of the methods right, and we used quotes and such stuff, and we like presented our opinion why we think why we think that it is an ego-futurist, and why we think that like next poem is a poem of like Bunin or Tyutchev because they used the same methods. We think so, and then like another thing that she fucking she can't do time management properly, and we did these projects like group works all the break, and then part of the next lesson when the other students came in class, and we like presented ourselves. It's fucking, I don't know, fucking fuck. And then she said that we deserved a 3. It's a not bad. We had like 3, 4, 5. 5 is the most like lucky mark in our system. So we deserve a 3. It's near to 2, and 2 is a bad mark at all. And she said that we didn't guess any of authors, and we haven't like very bright analysis. Well, we haven't, but because we depended on other like authors, and we weren't right. I'm so outraged because I hate this teacher so much, and well, I just can't. It's not fair, and like I have 3 or 4, and like I said to her, if she could guess these authors, because we are not like the most like literature readers in the world, the most like excellent poems readers or poet scientists or whatever. We just matched what we wrote with what we had written in our textbooks, the methods and the authors. How should we guess? By fucking intuition? How should we guess? It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Like I don't give a fuck about my mark, but I do give a fuck about this about this lack of justice in the world, because of this fucking teacher who can't do properly time management, who leaves us in our breaks when we should go home, and I don't know what to say. Just worst teacher that I ever had, and like if you're the teacher, you should think about that there are hard cases happen. Like there are hard things to manage, because it's a school, of course, apparently, and you should like be not just a teacher, but the person who other person can like ask something about, and like if the person had a bad situation like somewhere, or I don't know. And if I were the teacher, I would probably just speak with the student who behave who behave not respectably or without respect, and I would try at least understand what his problem, and like what the critics he has for you. But she all the like I'm not I'm not the most neat pupil in the world, because I have argued with this teacher a lot, and like I say directly what I think. In some cases I try not to do so, but sometimes it just out of any fucking, I don't know. There should be a teacher kinda ethics, I don't know. It happens with me. It have happened to me like in 8 or 9 class, when I had problems with geography, and like I did nothing on the lessons, because I consider this subject as useless. So I just listen to headphones all the lessons. So and of course I had bad marks, because I haven't studied anything. So this teacher just invited me to talk after lessons, and we have talked, and like I understood that she is interested in me, and that's like I would learn something, and she is really like care about her subject and her students. And the next lesson I tried to learn, and I went to a blackboard and As for the homework, because it was like pleasantly for me that someone cares about me, and her subjects was the most important, and she just not like yell at me because she don't know how to manage with my behavior. Just I don't know. What should I do? I see like the worst thing that can ever happen. It's inappropriate teachers. Okay, thank you for listening to me. Because I needed to tell like it out loud, and because I was so angry at her. Okay, goodbye.